7:04 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. We are live on your radio. We are live on Q92radio.com, our station's website where you can listen to this radio station 24/7. And we are also live now video on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X channels. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to your Wednesday. Halfway through the work week. Trying to get to that weekend. Hopefully you're going to have a great Wednesday out there today. Appreciate you having us on. Appreciate you starting the day with us. Our phone number is 330-450-9292, and our text line is 330-269-9292. You can also leave comments and interact with the show on our live video feeds on Facebook, YouTube, and X. As we go on here this morning, coming up now this hour, concert tickets. Mary J. Blige at Rocker Mortgage Fieldhouse on Tuesday, April 1st. Along with Neo and Mario. It's going to be a great show, and we have tickets for that to give away this hour. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. Also in the 8 o'clock hour, it's a request hour, Your Call Wednesday. We do it every Wednesday. We turn the station over to you and play what you want to hear. And at 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be joining us as well. So we have all that for you here this morning. Glad you are with us. You got the phone number yet?
Wait.
Did I give out the phone number?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I gave you phone and text, so I think we went through everything.
Sorry, I just I blank out because every day we open the show and you talk about what's coming up, so I kind of not listening.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Gotta let everyone know what's going on, though.
That's right. But I know you're not going to need me, so I'm just chilling.
Yeah, chilling like a villain.
So I wasn't paying super close attention.
It's fine. Why would you? It's 6 minutes after 7. Text messages. Birthday shout out to my mom, Michelle Paxson, who's celebrating her 42nd birthday and a new baby. Let's go.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Love it.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
New baby.
Yes.
Would love a new baby.
They're so cute. They're squishy.
No
better than a baby nap. Like having a baby on your chest.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Jimmy calls him. She just wants to snuggle.
Yeah.
Because I just want Jimmy snuggle. All right, well, I just want to play video games, so you go ahead and snuggle.
Right.
Let's put on some 2K. By the way, MLB The Show comes out soon for all you video game baseball fans. Cannot wait. Good morning, Soapbox Derby. Grandma is with us. Hi. Good morning from Cat Lady and her mom. Hope everyone has a good day. We hope you guys have a good day, too. Giant Eagle Girl, happy Wednesday. Where's our chicken?
She's not bringing you chicken.
I was in Giant Eagle yesterday. First of all, real quick, I did not know a pharmacy gives out pet medicine.
Well, I mean, I got our dog's insulin.
Never knew.
No.
I took our other dog, Ty, to the vet. That's apparently what I do every week now. And I took her, and it was her turn. And put her on some medicine for some stuff. And she's like, yeah, what's your pharmacy? And I seriously was like, what?
What did you think happens?
I just thought the vet always has the medicine for animals.
Well, they do have some. If you're gonna get certain things, but if you take something that comes in for humans too, if you're gonna go to the regular pharmacy.
I was like, Giant Eagle's my pharmacy?
It's Talia's too, apparently.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I went there, had to give them the script. That'll be 20 minutes. I was like, damn it.
At least that was Giant Eagle. You could walk around and look at stuff.
I did. Yeah. And then I still had 20 minutes to wait. Then finally, the lady goes, are you waiting on... There's a little place sitting you could sit.
They don't call you? if they know you're staying in store, no. Announce it? Oh.
I sat in plain view of the guy who helped me.
Yeah.
Just sat there on my phone. There was a TV. I was watching Friends. And a lot of time went by. And I was just about ready to stand up and go, I know it's probably annoying, but I'm going to be that guy that goes, is my order ready?
Yeah.
And she was like, are you waiting? This other lady, I was like, a little bit. I said, name, and I gave it. She said, oh, yeah, your stuff's ready. It's like, of course it is. Right.
Probably 20 minutes ago. That's fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much. But I got the pills and all that. Yeah, I had no idea. That's something I learned just yesterday in my life, that you get medicine for animals at your pharmacy. I thought that vets had all that.
Yeah,
I thought it was strictly humans
at
your pharmacies.
Our 2 other dogs were diabetics, and I used to have to stop and get their insulin and their syringes from the pharmacy at Walmart.
Good morning, Netflix binge girl. You know what I'm watching on Netflix? I started the Vince McMahon documentary. On episode 2, that thing is interesting. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to watch that and be like, interesting. Mustache Masters checking in. half of the week is over. That it is. Anyone else see the red moon?
Yes.
It was not red before I got to work.
Well, and Monday it was quite impressive as well. Like it was gigantic and like a really deep orange color.
Deep.
Yeah.
Good golly, Miss Molly, it's hump day. Day shift choo-choo guy checking in. Good morning, everybody. And a choo-choo to you, too.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. It's hump day, and it's been awesome outside. A great trucking weather. Hauling that steel. Hot shot Mark. Be safe out there.
Yeah, please be careful.
Happy hump day. Almost Friday. Big D's wifey. It's almost, I mean, it could be a little more almost Friday.
Tomorrow midweek. Is my Friday.
But, oh, that's right. You'll be gone on Friday.
Yeah.
And Monday or just Friday?
Just Friday.
Were you going Tanzania?
Yeah. No, we're going to Coriopolis, Pennsylvania.
I thought you were going digging for fossils again.
No, not this time.
It'd be fun if that's what you did. Look. I would do that, actually. Actually, no, I wouldn't do it. I'd really want to go once you found a fossil.
You can go to this. First of all, did you know the National Dinosaur Museum is in Wyoming?
No.
You can go there and you can dig. Like they have excursions where they take you out and you look for fossils.
I wouldn't want to dig. I want to be called out to look at what you found.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
I'm going to dig in the ground.
What are you going to go? Oh, neat. It's like a little kid bringing a rock that they just found at the playground.
What are the odds I find a Triceratops buried in the, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look, a Brontosaurus.
They teach you how to look for them properly. And
yeah, dig.
But it's not just that. Once you find them, like you have to brush them off, and
it's not that complicated.
I think people find it fascinating, Christian, because they think beyond what the discovery is that they just found. Like,
I'd be really interested. I just don't be the one digging for it because I wouldn't find a damn thing. I promise you.
Seriously,
I'd find nothing.
Did you not like those little dinosaur eggs as a kid where you broke them open and it was like a geode inside?
Never. Don't know about those.
Jake, did you ever have one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome.
A geode?
I still get into breaking open geodes with my kids and stuff like that.
Stop saying like geodes.
Why? That's what
weird.
they are.
Sounds like you're saying something disgusting.
But I'm not. It's literally like a rock that's crystallized inside.
Anyway. Yeah, I'd like to go see dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
Do we have any place around here that has a real dinosaur bones?
Cleveland's Natural History Museum.
There's one there. Like,
well, they definitely have kudos to the company that made that. If it's fake, they have one set up like a dinosaur reconstructed anatomically.
But
I would venture to say yes, they're real.
I don't know. They could just be to scale. It could be like a replica.
Could be
made in a 3D printer.
Could be.
Which still it's cool to see and to scale what they were like.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, where is there any place in Ohio that truly, anyone? You guys are my Google. Let me know. Like
the McKinley Museum, that one's not real because it moves its head and it roars at you.
It roars at you, and you can see the wires.
Yeah.
By the way, I like that place. It's a cool place to visit.
It is fun, like to just have in your backyard to be able to pop over to. Yeah.
And every time I look at that McKinley Monument, and I reminded that he's buried up there.
Yeah.
I just think, how pissed were those pallbearers?
Because of all the steps.
I'd have been like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I'm not doing it.
That was probably a conversation.
He was your father. I don't care. I'm not doing that.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe they took his coffin. You know the edges, how they have like the smooth rails maybe they just put his coffin on that and they all pushed it up.
Maybe, but every time I look at that, I think, man, those pallbearers.
Maybe they didn't really have pallbearers.
Everyone thought they were crying because they missed President McKinley. They were crying because their back and calves were burning.
If anybody knows how that happened, how they got his coffin up there,
let us know. It up.
No, you don't know that. They could have done it overnight and they could have like used equipment to like hoist it up there and have it waiting for the funeral the next day. You don't know. You don't know.
They could have tossed it up. Yeah, there's a bunch of he and a one.
I'm just saying, you don't know that it was humans that got it up there.
Oh God!
Maybe it was, and if it was, if you had 3 or 4 on each side, it would have been fine.
Thank you.
Maybe they took breaks on the landings.
Speaking of breaks, Pink Jeep Girl already gave it to us.
Yeah,
as usual. I bet Abraham Lincoln never dug up fossils either. I'll ask him when I find out.
Oh yeah, I need to find out
if
you made any progress.
I stopped after yesterday.
Of course you did. You don't want to dig up fossils, and you don't want to find out the truth about Uncle Abe.
The site I'm using, I don't really think is going to teach me. All it is, it's like you do all the work. And some of the stuff I'm finding out.
You do all the work. You had to actually click on a draft card to get information about your family that you didn't know.
And I'm finding out some of the stuff already is not right.
That's why you have to sort through it to make sure that it is your family member. It matches addresses, dates of birth.
It's a lot.
It's called discovery.
I think I'd rather just spit in a bag and send it off.
But it won't tell you what you're going to.
It might.
My God.
It could come back Lincoln.
Guys, he thinks a cheek swab's going to confirm his relationship with Abraham Lincoln. Help.
Do they still have the Inventors Museum?
I think so. Up in Akron?
Oh, no. I seriously have no idea. I do know we should have played this song a couple minutes ago.
Probably.
Tozier, Too Sweet. Behind as always, but having a good time. It's Q92. Asking you guys about a video I saw on TMZ that made our show prep site. If a woman proposes to a man, is it then on the man? Is it still on the man to buy the engagement ring afterwards? Ask you guys what you think. Text message. Let's see what you guys have to say. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th to you too. Abby and Jarrett, we're on our way to Jarrett's wedding. Congratulations, Jarrett and Brody. Hey, that's a shout out. Just decided to send it in because of wedding time. That's all right because this morning show loves shout outs. It's old school radio that I still love. I talk about this all the time with the early risers. You guys don't get to hear it as much. There was old school stuff. I don't want to get off track with that. I want to bring back so much old school radio stuff. If the woman proposes, text message, she should be responsible to get the rings. Whoever proposes, I'm sure has to get the ring. That's kind of what I want to say, but I wonder if I sound like an a-hole saying it.
I don't think we should. If women can propose, which they can, and there's nothing wrong with that, then
nothing wrong with that at all.
There should be nothing wrong with them buying the ring. Monetize that.
But would that be weird though? Like, will you marry me? And I go, yes. Then she pulls out her own ring and puts it on her own hand.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying what a weird thing of events.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Thank you for saying yes. I'm going to put on my ring now that I purchased. Usually the woman buys the guy's wedding ring. Is that the way it usually is? All right, cool. Yes, I definitely think the guy definitely still needs to buy her a ring. If a girl proposes, she should definitely have a ring for him. Either way, I think the girl should buy the guy's ring no matter what. Okay? All I know is us guys get screwed and have to buy 3 rings, 2 of them and 1 for ourselves. Oh, wow. Yeah, you could make that argument. Who are these women not buying their husband's wedding bands? I bought my husband's. I thought I had to. LOL. I think I don't know. You're talking to 2 idiots. We don't know what the rules are. It's the man's job to propose to the women. I understand that old school way of thinking, but times are different, and there are women that have proposed to their men. And I don't look down on that.
Yeah,
I don't see that as like, oh, I can't believe. What if that girl was so in love with you? It's like, damn it, will you marry me, Charles? Right here? I don't know. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Traditionally, yeah. Did I propose to Jamie? I sure did. I had a girl like that before. Let's get married and move in together only after a year of dating. I'm like, whoa, slow down, Sally. I'm not ready for all of that. Someone said. Hi, Jake. I just wanted to let you know that I did buy my husband's ring for our wedding. All right, I think
I love that.
I think we're learning though. I think the women do buy.
Okay.
I think.
I was under the impression they don't, but I think that's awesome.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's always just been the belief each of us buy the ring for the other, regardless of who proposed. So the burden isn't just placed on one person. We're building a home and a life together. So why wouldn't we share that responsibility? Yeah, no, I get it. Happy Friday, Shelter Caseworker checking in. Have an awesome weekend. Shelter Caseworker, early riser, welcome. Glad you're with us. If a woman proposes to a man, she should buy the ring. Another one says that. Does the girl get on a knee and give the guy a ring? That's what I'm saying. Do you give the guy a ring? Do you give yourself the ring?
Yeah. It's a good one.
And then hand the guy the receipt and say, I don't know. Let me see here. I, female, proposed to him. Men don't have engagement rings. However, we both got each other rings for Christmas prior to my proposal. All right, but did you have it? So you had an engagement ring already? You just pulled it out and put it on? Or did you go get? That's the only thing I'm confused about. Did you just kill a spider?
Yeah, I saved your life.
Was it huge?
It was humongous.
Jesus Christ. I was not a very bright teenager, so I did a lot of questionable things when it came to online dating. I'm surprised I'm alive.
I'm glad. I mean, hindsight is 2020.
I will say I always drove separately. Bring money with you for dinner, so there's no, well, I paid for dinner, so you owe me. Pick a place close to your home. Always send a picture of the guy to my friends. Be aware of your surroundings and body language. If something feels off, trust your gut. Leave. I have a code word with my mom. If I felt uncomfortable or unsafe in a situation, I would send my mom the code, and she would text me back with an excuse why I needed to come home. Well, dating sounds awesome. I've had a few bad first dates, LOL. One stands out, LOL. I met this girl out in her neck of the woods. OMG, was it a nightmare. She got hammered, started yelling at everyone, and was just acting a fool. Thank God she ran into a girlfriend, and I left, LOL. I knew she was in good hands, and I wasn't dealing with that, especially on a first date. I'm good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. late in that first.
I know.
But sports coming up here in 4 minutes. Also, Mary J. Blige tickets. She's coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse with Neo and Mario. Let's not blow past those openings. Neo has a bunch of hits, and who doesn't remember Mario? Let Me Love You. Especially the way it starts.
Wait,
He
it
does
really
that.
captured the essence of
Yeah.
the song. Right.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
pretty much sounds exactly like the CD,
Mhm.
or maybe you had the tape. I don't know, but that's a good bill. Mary
Yeah.
J. Blige, ooh, classic.
Yep.
Timeless, amazing hits. Great feature on a lot of records as well. It's gonna be a good show at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on April 1st. We're giving away tickets.
It's at Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena.
I got you.
The sheet got me.
Yeah.
Need to fix our sheets. We got to talk to our sheet guy. Let's go. We have that for you. 8 o'clock hour. Your call Wednesday. Start thinking. Where are you going to take us? Can't wait. We have that coming up for you. Rich DeRozier from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Next up, and I know it's not today, but we gotta find out who's coming to play.
Yeah. It'll be soon, I would say. Next few weeks.
We know the concert. We know the class.
Yeah, we do.
Now we just got to find out who's coming to play a little football.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be a good one.
Football. At the McKinley Monument, there's a road in the back that goes right up to it, and there's also an elevator inside the monument. Maybe. I hope so. That's how they got it up there. For those poor pallbearers. I hope to God that's what they did.
I don't know. Part of me thinks they climbed it.
Ugh.
Because there's a reason why there's 108 steps. Like, it's supposed to symbolize, first of all, that used to be a reflecting pool down in the parking lot. If you look at it, like looking up, it was supposed to be shaped like a sword.
I thought it is.
Well, it is-ish. I mean, the pool is still there, but there's no water in it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, and even as a little girl, I don't think there was water in it. I think at one time there was.
Growing up in the Youngstown area, all I knew, we have the house he was born in. It's in downtown Niles.
Correct. He was born in Niles, but found residence and called Canton home.
Yeah, so we have that. It's right by his library, and his library is where literally every high school takes their prom and homecoming pictures.
Ah, gotcha.
There's 2 places you go. Well, there's 3 places you go if you go to school in Trumbull County and Mahoning County. Well, more Mahoning County and Trumbull. You go to the McKinley Library, you go to the Rose Garden in Mill Creek Park, or you go in front of the Butler Art Museum. That's it.
I see.
That's it.
I think for Stark County, like if you're out this way, a lot of people go to the castle for
Castle,
pictures.
I get it.
Gervasi, when they'll allow it.
Absolutely.
Like as long as you're having dinner there.
Yeah.
Which is, I get that.
It's
Otherwise,
fair.
they would have people
fair.
descending and disrupting business.
Absolutely.
And then Butler Park, I know, is really popular.
Everyone's got their places.
Yeah.
Every town's got their places. All right, we got sports coming up right now. It's Teo Cruz, Break Your Heart on Q. Happening. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can like get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
He takes some, they're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'll be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in like the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
You guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like, he'll literally have He's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he like acts like he's looking down at like his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall. If it's a sleep, breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, and in sports. And we'll be like, what?
Here's the games we're doing tonight. Here's
He
what we have
literally
there.
just woke up.
I'm like, yep, all right. I know the routine. Everyone knows the routine of our meeting. Like I tell you, if it was in my sleep, what a way to go.
That's true.
What a way to go.
There's something to be said for that.
I'm telling you. We've said that before. If you could pick, isn't that what you're picking?
I know, but probably Jimmy would like to have you go in your sleep when you're in your 80s.
I get it.
Not now.
I get it. But I get that too. Something about waking up, there's Jesus.
Oh, hi.
It's time to wake up. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Jesus!
Right.
Oh. I'd be like, oh.
You're throwing the covers back. Where's the buffet? I
You
know
what
it's
else
up
I wonder,
here.
like, when you die and you go to heaven, you know what I mean? Like, is there like a second where, like, you see him and you're like, oh, hello. And Jesus is like, yeah.
Right. About that. Yeah, it was your time.
So, sorry about that. Time was up.
Do you think they give you a tour or you just know where to go?
I don't know. And who gives it?
Maybe someone in your family that went before
You
you.
know what I mean? Like, there's a big crowd. Moses comes up. I have this. Everyone move. Move. All right. There you go. Pearly gates. Thank you. 7:37 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Hello. Good morning. Still to come, Mary J. Blige tickets with Neo and Mario. Be listening for that. That's coming up 8 o'clock hour. Your call Wednesday, 8:30. Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So we have all that coming up for you. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, Q92radio.com, and live video on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. Some text here. National Inventors Hall of Fame is where I work. This is Sydney. Hello, Sydney.
Oh, hey, Sydney. How are you?
Museum moved to Alexandria, Virginia a number of years ago in partnership with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Home office is here in North Canton.
I knew that the home office was here because it's really close to where I live. Like, I drive past it when we go get when I bring toner into the office. Let's put it that way.
Toner.
But I stop at the copier company.
49ers fangirl checking in. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday. There's a mastodon that was found off of 38th Street at the McKinley Museum. McKinley's coffin was first in the receiving vault on Wirtz by the cemetery until the monument was finished.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
There was a mastodon found here?
Well, we know Christian didn't find it because he wouldn't have been interested in even digging
that's
for
like
it.
adjacent to the woolly mammoth, right?
I know, yeah.
By the way, did you see there's an update? They've mixed up, was it a rat and woolly mammoth stuff?
Yeah, no,
You know how they're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was on TV, not the... Hold on. They have made a woolly mammoth mouse.
A mammoth mouse, if you will.
What is this from? CNN. Date. Give me the date of this article. Of course. You're always right there. Aha. March 5th, 2025. This is it. Okay. Scientists created a woolly mouse with mammoth traits. It's a step towards bringing back the extinct giant that we have talked about on this show before. The woolly mammoth will return in our lifetime. It will be back. Said with this I'm quoting from the article here on CNN.com. With curly whiskers and wavy light hair that grows 3 times longer than that of an ordinary lab mouse, the genetically modified rodent embodies several woolly mammoth-like traits, according to Colossal Biosciences.
Why would we want to do this? Like, why is this
pop up?
Why is this so groundbreaking? Why do we need a woolly mouse?
We don't. This is how we get to the woolly mammoth.
Oh, I see.
It's a step. Yeah. We got to see everything we trust on. If it weren't for mice, God knows what medicines we'd have. Colossal said its woolly mouse would enable its scientists to test hypotheses about the link between specific DNA sequences and physical traits that enabled the mammoth, which went extinct around 4,000 years ago, to adapt to life in cold climates.
Interesting.
So we are progressing. Here's a picture of the regular one and the woolly mammoth one. See? Oh, careful. See that? Woolly mammoth mouse, regular mouse.
I've got to say, the woolly one's cuter.
To create the woolly mouse, Colossal said it identified genetic variants in which mammoths differed from their closest living relatives, the Asian elephant. That's their closest relative that's left.
Why do we want to bring woolly mammoths back?
Because it's cool. Listen, I'm telling you.
Listen, we've talked about this before, and you think it'd be cool to bring dinosaurs back, so...
Listen, it's going to happen. And Jurassic Park will happen. Now, you and I might not be here to see it.
No, you don't think?
And if we are, we'll probably be in the twilight. I don't know, with AI and technology, who knows? Who knows?
That's fair.
I mean, when the first cell phones came out, did we ever see these iPhones and Samsungs doing what they do? Never.
That's different because that was from the beginning. This is going back in time and recreating something that existed.
In time. You think we're going to be here for the dinosaurs?
No.
No?
No.
I think we might be here. I think it's possible we'll be here. So you're saying...
No, you're not.
That's exactly
Sarah,
what I'm
no,
saying.
you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Damn it.
What? You just bust buttons out. This is so unfair.
Why is it unfair?
Because I don't have button access.
Because you don't run the board. Do you want to switch seats and run the board every day?
No, but I think that when I do run the board, because you're out for a couple of weeks during the year, I should have buttons that I can play with while you're out.
Well, make your button.
I don't know how to load them.
Oh, Christ.
No one's showed me that. Oh, whatever. I've taught myself the board. kidding.
you have. Yes, you have. Woolly mammoth dinosaurs coming back. This is just a step. I think that's awesome.
It's not something you want, man. I've told you this before.
Well, the mammoth is kind of harmless.
Maybe. But dinosaurs?
I mean, big tusks.
They'll eat your one bite. Gone.
We've discussed this before. We have the technology and weaponry. This isn't like when they were alive and we were throwing.
How many weapons do you think we have? And how much response do you think we
A
could have if
million
we got
weapons.
overrun by dinosaurs, Christian?
We wouldn't be overrun. They're not gremlins. We're not going to get them wet and they're going to just multiply.
How do you know?
Because
Have you ever
there's
seen Multiplicity?
No evidence of dinosaurs having gremlin-like qualities.
Have you seen the movie Multiplicity?
Not really.
What if
I
we
know
clone
who it is,
them?
I've never
It's
seen
every
it.
time they make a clone, it gets dumber and dumber. So what if we keep doing this? And now we've got all these dumb
Well,
dinosaurs
good.
trying to eat everything and eat everyone running around.
I
And
think it's perfect. 'Cause-
you're calling up the U.S. military for this. And it was a self-created problem that didn't have to happen.
Yeah, we are. We are calling the military, and they will quell any dinosaur rebellion because they're not bulletproof.
So
Think in the
headlines
time of the dinosaurs.
in the year 3000 is going to be, I'm joining up because I want to fight the fight against the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh.
If your country calls, can it only be against other humans?
Evil.
It's not evil. Jurassic Park will be a thing.
No.
Could there be an issue? Absolutely.
They're 100%.
But you
with
know
me.
what? You watch the circus every once in a while, the bear goes in the stands. Same thing.
It's confined to a tent. You're talking about bringing back
'cause
dinosaurs.
The bear could
They're
never escape
everywhere.
a tent.
Oh my gosh.
The confines of a tent.
You're crazy.
However, did it escape the tent? Good morning from the random guy. Hope everyone has a great day. We hope you do too. Lauren is wearing her swallowing turtleneck again. I know, 60 and
absolutely
sunny.
is. I don't know. I'm sorry. It was not 60 and sunny when I left the house this morning at 5:45. Thank you.
Mount Union College also had nice picture options. Oh, yeah, Mount Union for pictures.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Good morning, DJ Dinger checking in. Hope you all have a great day. Don't forget, I'll be at Kick It in Bolivar this Friday.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll be doing some dancing.
Line dancing, perhaps?
Dallas Cowboys make no free agency moves like usual. Jim Guy, have a great one, guys. Your owners.
What is it? Today at 4 o'clock is when they can announce everything they've been negotiating. I figured this out
You
last
can
night.
sign everything that you've been negotiating. It's like
You could start talking on the 10th, though. That's why we started hearing about all of
and
this.
those deals all happen. You just can't sign them.
Right, until the
Until
12
today.
until day
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock.
Now you can start bringing them into your building and post the pictures of them signing. that
Yeah.
signing the contract.
Who was it
picture.
with the Atlanta Falcons that just got dinged? The Atlanta Falcons have to pay a $250,000 fine and give up a 5th-round draft pick because they started talking to somebody last year before they were supposed to.
Oh, last year.
Yeah.
It was Kirk Cousins.
That's right,
Yeah.
Cousins. That's this year. And now they might not even keep him.
No, he could be in Cleveland.
He could be.
Real good chance.
I hope he is.
If he gets cut, folks, watch out because I got a feeling if he gets cut, that's the move. Good morning, early risers. It's shaping up to be a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Be safe out there. 46. Oh, we got to play.
We got to play a song,
Yeah,
but we'll be back.
it's Miguel.
Sure thing.
Yeah, sure is. It's Q92.
True.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But in 10 years or less than that, might not even matter. You guys been following this one, right? The asteroid that might hit Earth in 2032
Oh my gosh.
now is increased.
I saw something about it.
Something about it. This is not a rumor. This is real.
Okay, but by then, and how much will it burn up as it enters the atmosphere and stuff? This is not the
It's
first time.
the size of the Empire State Building.
Now,
Do you think it's going to shrink as it travels through the space?
yeah, it can. What about wind erosion?
You might want to sit this one out.
Listen, not only that, once it comes through the
Wind
Earth's
erosion.
atmosphere, it's going to start burning up. It's not going to be that big when it hits.
Do you know? I don't think you understand what an asteroid that size would do if it hit Earth.
Oh, no, I do understand. I'm just saying I don't think when it actually strikes the Earth, it's going to be the size of the Empire State Building anymore.
Or you think it'll be like a pebble?
It's going to burn up. A bit. You need to watch Apollo 13 again.
I think you need to look at science. The asteroid now has a 2.3% chance of colliding with Earth on December 22nd.
Wow, that would be a very Merry Christmas.
32. They updated this on the 7th. The probability has increased as it was just a little over 1% the last time they did all the math and measurement.
It's still a pretty small percentage, though.
What's that?
It's still a pretty small percentage.
No.
And not only that, I can't help but think, I mean, come on. We're going and doing all this space stuff, and we've got all this technology. Wouldn't they, like, shoot at it and break it up a little bit?
Too late to deflect it.
I didn't say deflect it. I said once it enters the Earth's atmosphere, can't you, like, launch something at it so that it, like, and then it's like pebbles raining down? Pulverize it.
I'm not going to pretend to have the answer. I feel like
sounds like something we could do.
You're being a little flippant about how easy this would be to avoid if this were to happen. And I don't think you quite understand how asteroids work. But it was spotted last year. And they have increased. And we are at a point where hitting it and changing it was a possibility. That time has passed.
So we can't change the trajectory at all.
We're at a point now, it might be time to go find a bunch of guys in an oil rig.
Like Armageddon.
Yeah.
I got that reference. Are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start them training now.
Better pack a picnic lunch with some animal crackers.
Again, 2.3, not high.
Blige is coming to Rocket Arena on Tuesday, April 1st. She's bringing Neo and Mario with her. Going to be a great show. You could be there. Just be caller number 10 right now, 330-450-9292. If you are caller number 10, you're going to see Mary J. Blige in Cleveland. Caller 10, good luck.
Oh my God. We're talking about GPAs this hour because I was just saying how I don't necessarily like the 4.9, 4.8. And I said that I totally admitted that this is a topic that like is old man get off my lawn for me.
Yep.
As we're getting older, we're starting to get those opinions that like are ours now. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And there's things as you age that you go, no, it's stupid. I don't like it. It sucks. Get it out of here. That's a topic for me. The people getting over 4.0, not daughter, 4.2 or 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't get it. I was like, congratulations. I'm so glad you're doing well in school. You're awesome. I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, you're okay with it?
Yeah. I mean,
Jake has different issues with it
my
than me.
kid benefited from it. She got an
My
academic
daughter
scholarship.
is
right.
literally benefiting from it right now, getting ready to go to Akron.
Yep.
Absolutely. Some text messages. I think that honor classes are 5 for an A, regular classes 4 for an A. At the end of the day, it's a number. I only graduated 8 years ago, and I feel old listening to this. So it wasn't even like this 8 years ago. Imagine if you graduated back in the 1900s.
Right?
Before electricity.
I was the last year of the 1900s, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah.
99?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. I was 97. She's doing all the extras and college classes for the dance
that
teacher.
Must be from Megan.
There's a 4.9, yeah. Yep. ZDP Wrench Monkey. I graduated with a 1.42 GPA. Granted, I never planned to go to college, but I feel like a GPA is pointless unless college is in your future plans. I did, however, score a 98 on my ASVAB, which is the test for enlisting into the military, and can be used as a substitution for the SATs. Is that out of 100?
I'm not sure what the scale is, but I do know you can use your ASVAB score in place
98
of.
sounds great. Sounds great. Let me see. Whoever texted in the tacos, I love the enthusiasm.
Super great.
But we want to take that energy.
Tacos and burritos.
We want to take that energy and we want to transfer it over to Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X. That's the live video feed, and that's where we're going to pick a finalist from. I just say that because I want you to have a chance to become a finalist. So love it. Love that you're listening. Love you're engaged. Love that you want to become a finalist. But I want you to go do that right now on Facebook, YouTube, or X, just so you have a good chance to become a finalist. I hate how they teach math now to kids. LOL.
Listen, I agree with you. When my kids were in elementary school and like early middle school, I used to have to YouTube the Common Core math methods so I could help them with their homework.
2 plus 2 is 4.
I would show them how to do long division, and my daughter would literally have like nearly a nervous breakdown because she was like, No, I can't do it that way. I have to show my work. They're going to mark points off.
1 and 1 is 2. How do you know that? Because I added them.
Right. It's because I know
Show me
this
how you
is
added
true.
them. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2.
Right. Like 1.
Are you satisfied?
1.
I guess so. I guess that's Common Core.
Yeah.
Okay, again, let me see here. AP classes are typically 5.0 value classes, and non-AP classes are typically 4.0
There you go.
value classes. Let me see. Yeah, the ZDP Wrench guy said, yeah, he got 98 out of 100.
That's awesome.
Good for you. That's pretty good. My GPA, I don't even think I was at 3. I think I was 2 something, if I'm going to be fully honest. I believe I was a 2.7. I had a little bit of everything on my report cards. I had A's. I had B's. Never failed anything in high school.
Neither did I.
Never failed anything in high school. I did see, not a lot, but there were times there was a D.
How'd that go over at home?
Not well.
Yeah.
Papa Bigglesworth, not a fan.
We're lucky. Our kids have really taken to school. Like even my son, I was a little worried, a little shaky for him, in middle school and stuff because he hated school. Gotcha. But he's doing well. So, and he's on to AP history next year.
What was your GPA when you graduated?
I don't remember, but I know that I got a letter for my Letterman jacket. So it was good
for academics.
Yeah, it was a genie. It was like a lamp, like a genie lamp.
No!
I reckon it was pretty good.
What'd you play? School. This is my school.
I didn't put it on my coat.
Like a book?
I had it. I could have.
Like a book and a pencil on your.
They still do it. Like both my kids have academic letters.
Following
in their mama's footsteps.
I wonder. He's a 4-year letterman in English. Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Congratulations to Jody from Canton. She was caller number 10. She was excited. She's going to see Mary J. Blige, Neo, Mario at Rocket Arena. That's fantastic. Now, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, you guys know it's Wednesday. So it's a Your Call Wednesday. So let's send in those requests. What songs do you want to hear? On a Your Call Wednesday, we'll see where you guys take us. Plus, at 8:30, Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be joining us as well. Looking forward to the 8 o'clock hour. It's AJR right now. This one's for Jake. It's Bang. It's Q92.
Rage Room, these effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
there's moms that want to get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kid started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, oh, mommy's going to start going, oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home. Like, he was making fun of me because I do.
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's an honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to like start finding a hobby or something because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to like stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe like do couples like ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get like a sports thing for him. Get like a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic.
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for like 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
I've got some news for you.
WDJQ Canton Maslin, New Philly. Broadcasting live and worldwide at Q92Radio.com with a Jordan Miller news update.
A 6-hour standoff in Strasburg ended peacefully Monday night after a man had barricaded himself inside an apartment with his 3-year-old daughter. Tuscarawas County deputies arrived at the home to serve a protection order, but they were met with threats. At one point, the suspect was seen holding a gun to the child's head on a FaceTime call. A certified hostage negotiator worked to de-escalate the situation, and after hours of negotiations, the man surrendered. The child was safely secured, and thankfully, no injuries were reported. The suspect is in custody as prosecutors consider charges. A 16-year-old boy is facing a felonious assault charge after a fight inside a restroom at Maslin High School left another student injured. Police say the incident happened Monday morning and involved a knife, causing a wrist injury to the victim. The suspect was arrested and taken to a juvenile detention center. In court on Tuesday, he denied the charge and was released to his mother. He's under court supervision and must avoid contact with the victim. His next hearing is set for April 14th. Maslin school officials say student safety remains a top priority. The U.S. Education Department is cutting nearly half of its workforce, with about 1,300 employees set to receive termination notices. Education Secretary Linda McMahon says the layoffs are part of a push for efficiency and accountability. Impacted workers will go on paid leave starting on March 21st. All regional offices, including the one in Cleveland, will close. The department hasn't confirmed whether this is part of a broader plan to completely phase out the agency. With your latest Q92 news, I'm Jordan Miller.
Oh. 8:04 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your Wednesday morning. Glad to be with you on your radio. Glad to be with you if you're listening to us on our website, Q92radio.com. And, of course, we are live video on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. Brought to you this hour, our live video feed by our friends at Kimball. Love our friends at Kimball. By the way, Kimball is hiring. You can go to kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. What are you waiting for? Thank you. Love seeing our good friends at Kimball's logo up there on our live video feed in the morning as we are in the 8 o'clock hour now. Can you believe it? About 25 minutes from now, we'll be talking with Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we'll be playing your requests here on a Your Call Wednesday as well. Don't forget, you guys can also win a $50 gift card to Goodwill on our Facebook page right now. Go to Q92 Radio on Facebook, and you can check that out. And you can have a chance to win a $50 gift card to Goodwill. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for? So it's a Your Call Wednesday. That's when you guys send in requests, and we get a bunch of them on for you. I always like where you guys take us. Sometimes we go on different journeys. Sometimes you all pull out songs that I forgot existed.
That's what I love. I like when they go there and like someone brings up a really good song that you kind of forgot about.
Some of you consistently want to hear one song every week.
Every single week.
Every
week.
week.
You send the same request.
Yeah. And hey, I love that you text the show.
Oh, for sure.
Love it. But I can't play the same song every week on Your Call Wednesday. I mean, Top 40 gets a bad rap as it is.
Right. Yeah, you guys yell at us all the time for stuff that you want to hear again. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point.
Thank you.
You'll be like, oh, you overplay you play that too much. And then you request the same song every week.
Right.
Oh, that's a good point. Very good point. Ding for you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. And so the requests are coming in. Oh, my. Okay.
Now I got to go look.
Some great ones are already in. We're going to kick it off, and we're going to stay on time this hour. We're going to kick it off. A little Jay-Z, Can I Get A, by request on the text line. Haven't heard this in a while.
And actually today, yes, you can get a.
Yeah, you can. You can.
We're going to give it to you.
X going to give it to you. Remember that one?
Yes. That was in what movie?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lion King.
Dear God. Was it Can't Hardly Wait? Is that the one that had Matthew Lillard in it?
Matthew Lillard?
It wasn't Matthew Lillard.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, what is it? They're at the movie, and he has the tattoo of himself on his bicep. And when he says, give it to me, he goes, give it to me. He's putting to his bicep the picture of himself.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Haven't heard in a while, too. I like that. It's Q92. Saw on our prep service this morning things you should and shouldn't do if you meet someone online, and it's not a long list at all, but I looked at it just briefly.
Yeah,
this is scary as hell. I'm not saying these things aren't true, but like, let's be honest. I think in 2025, I think a lot more people meet online than in person.
maybe. I'm glad I never had to deal with that. I'd be too afraid. I would have never have met somebody because I would have been afraid of like ending up in the woods in pieces.
I know we talked about this before, and I'm not trying to go down a sidetrack because I know we're on time. I want to keep us on time, so don't let me. But like, I just briefly saying, like, it's not like when we were kids and we met people
at school.
I mean, do young kids even go to bars anymore and dance clubs?
I don't know.
Not like that we all were just dancing our asses off, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, did people in their 20s even truly like every Friday go clubbing or go like we would go? Me and my friends would go to my buddy's house every weekend.
I don't think.
Drink, watch college football, go to the bars, the same 2 or 3 bars every weekend where there was dancing, drinking, patio in the summer. We were just there.
Not that I'm aware
and I met
of.
so many people.
I think now it's more like you just get your close group of friends together. I mean, maybe you could network at like Cane's because they like to go to Cane's for dinner.
Or Sheets.
Or Sheets.
The teenagers love the Sheets.
There you go.
Out
in our neck of the woods, like they all
isn't
go.
This how people are meeting now, more or less?
I mean, probably.
Even if you're our age and you're in the dating scene. Listen, before I met Jamie, where was I meeting people?
Online.
Online.
Yeah, but I feel like no matter what, was like the trend you probably would have stuck with online?
I mean,
You're a little shy. It's not like you're
Oh,
just
me?
gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a very unshy online.
In person is what
Oh,
I'm
in
saying.
person, you'd be like, "Were you the guy?" Hello, nice to meet you.
Wait, you said all of
Oh.
those things online, and now you'll barely talk to me in person,
How do you talk about that?
and
But-
then can't say hi.
Hey, you can't even make eye contact. I'll have this.
Well,
spaghetti.
after you said all those things, you probably couldn't make eye contact.
I'll have the cavatelli meatballs. So listen to this. These are what do's and don'ts. Don't give out your personal info, full name, address, or cell phone
Well, duh.
on a dating app. Not even your name? I'm supposed to change my name?
What was that app
Benjamin.
where you literally could like meet up with people just to?
All of
Tinder?
them. Yeah, Tinder was mostly used for
Yeah, but how did you would had to have given out your address? Is my point.
some point.
Yeah.
Do talk before meeting. Call him from a private line that won't appear on his caller ID.
Jeez.
What?
Can't you still hit like *67?
This is like lie. Give a fake name. Call from someone else's phone. Don't assume anything he said online is true. In one study, 81% of online daters admit to lying on their profile. Well, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
But we're talking about lying
Hold on,
about.
though.
We're
It's
talking
not-
about like height, weight.
They're saying men. I think women do it just as much.
But I mean, no one's lying like I'm really a serial killer. I mean, I think they're lying just about maybe their age, their height, their weight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much makeup. I don't think they're lying, you know what I mean? Like wanted for murder.
I mean, it'd be cool if they were upfront like that, but I
That'd
doubt
be
they're
kinda cool.
right.
Listen, before this goes any further, I have killed people.
Right.
Do meet in public for the first time. Someplace you know well, not his turf. So don't go to his town. You go to your town.
Yeah, because he may know more than you do.
Do tell someone where you're going
Always.
or bring a friend with you.
I've done that. I've sat at the other table and watched the date go down.
Have you?
Yep.
I believe you.
Oh, I mean,
I believe you would do it even if you weren't
I
asked
have
to.
belly crawled in bushes to witness like a first
Jesus
kiss
Christ.
with one of my friends.
I believe that too. Don't decide to sleep with a guy before you've met.
Oh my gosh,
No-
how could you?
No matter how intimate you've been online, if he expects it and you're not 100% game, say, I've enjoyed meeting you online, but I want to take this part slow.
Oh boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would
Look, the sexting's fantastic.
you ever
But now that
commit to
we're-
doing that though? Because what if you get there and in person you get the ick?
Who commit? He's like, hey, before we meet, are you committing for sex? I do commit.
I do think there's some men that ask that though.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, so that I don't know if that's for dating or to stop an abduction, but
Either way, I
that's
think
what
it's-
I found is a list of things
I
you're
think
supposed
it is
to do.
sage advice. I'm sorry.
So, in closing, make a fake name, call him from a private line, and make sure there's no caller ID. Assume everything he's saying is lies. Let me see here. Do not meet in public for the first time on his turf. It's got to be yours, ladies. Make sure someone knows where you're going or bring the friend along with you. And do not commit to any type of physical encounters, even if you've had intimate encounters on the phone. There you go, ladies. Happy dating. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Be safe.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I mean,
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding.
Q92.
After a chilly start to our day, we're going to warm it up nicely thanks to a lot of sunshine. Look for a high today of 61 degrees. Overnight, partly cloudy skies. Our low 38. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Text in about who their hall pass was. Then someone asked, what's everybody's hall pass? Now, if you don't know what a hall pass is,
I do.
It's kind of a gentleman's agreement between a husband and a wife of a celebrity. That if you had the chance to express yourself physically with that person,
Yeah.
it would be allowed because they're
That's
your
still
hall
really
pass.
gross. I saw what you did there.
Express your love physically.
Oh.
So I got to be honest, I don't know, and I'm not trying to. I'll think, but I'm trying to think who I'd want as my hall pass now in 2025. I feel like yours would be Matthew McConaughey.
Probably Matthew McConaughey, or well, if I wanted to really be like a cougar.
Cougar.
Jacob Elordi's really good looking.
I don't know who the hell is
And he's
Jacob
crazy.
Elordi.
Oh yeah, Google that. Google that.
What's he from?
He's in. Well, the only thing I did not see him in because I heard it was gross was Saltburn. But,
I see him now. He ain't nothing special.
it's really without the beard.
I was gonna say with that beard, he looks like he should be in the Civil War.
Yeah. Well, he just doesn't grow a good beard.
Nice to meet you, Colonel Mustard. That's
But he was
blue.
in Euphoria.
Okay.
He's been in some movies here and there. I first saw him just because of like a series of movies that like my daughter watched way back.
Now this would be interesting. Jake, I'd love to know yours, and it cannot be Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, it's got to be a real person.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Wow, he was ready.
Wow.
Well, I used to like Sabrina Carpenter, but now I'm going with Tate McRae.
Oh, you know why?
She's a lot more flexible.
She is, isn't she?
Did you see that new music video?
Not the whole music video, but I've seen the clips on TikTok. I mean, she does take her foot and put it up to her head. And she's wearing white clothing and not a lot of it. So, yeah, and she's a good dancer.
Yeah.
She clearly woke up and...
She'll be doing that if she's your hall pass, dancing around.
Growing up, she clearly took tap and jazz. Clearly.
I bet you she lived on a cul-de-sac growing up.
Probably on a cul-de-sac, going to dance, tap and jazz every day. So Tate McRae, I think that is the probably. She's like the sexy pop star now.
Tate McRae?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Gracie Abrams is really.
8:20 right here on today's hit music. Q92. Good morning, everybody. 10 minutes away from a look at sports and talking to Rich DeRocher
from the Pro Football Hall of Fame like we do every Wednesday. Your Call Wednesday. So far, you guys are doing pretty good. I got to be honest with you. Vertical Horizon.
That was good.
No one had that on their bingo card today. How about that? There's a lot more in there. We'll try to get to as many as we can.
I feel like when we go to break on the radio, we should just leave the live stream on so people can see you do what you do best, honestly.
What's that?
Sing.
Was I singing?
Yes, you're like, oh, do you remember Vertical Horizon's other song? And then you started singing that song. But you do that a lot. Like, you sing a lot. I think probably more than you realize.
Oh, I'm a great. I was in the Broken Toasters.
I know.
Let's talk about it. I was in a band.
I mean, Jake, he does sing a lot, doesn't he?
He does.
And he also likes to ad-lib. He likes to make his own lyrics to certain rhythms.
It's also true.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, I do. It's very easy to change lyrics to songs sometimes.
Yeah, you're really, really good at it. You find a lot of ease in it.
Yeah, not always for radio, though.
No, that's true. But that's why it would work on the live stream.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. So we have all that coming up here for you today.
You're lyrically limber.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy. I was reading about hobbies. People are asking, what's an unusual hobby you have? I don't know if hobbies are unusual. Everyone has hobbies.
I think there are some hobbies that are definitely unusual.
What would be, what are hobbies? Working on cars, collecting sports cards, Pokemon cards, reading. What's an odd hobby, really? Who has an odd hobby? I don't. Video games, football cards.
Yeah.
I don't consider those unusual hobbies.
I think there are some hobbies that are a little odd.
Jake, do you have an unusual hobby?
No.
See? Do you have an unusual hobby?
What classifies taxidermy? Would that be
That
classified?
would be odd that you find that's cathartic.
You do that?
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
I'm just, it was the
That
first
to
thing that
me
came
would
up
be
to me.
odd.
Yeah.
It's funny that you brought this up because not that long ago I saw a list of like weird hobbies. I'm like, people do this in their spare time.
Paint by numbers. My grandma used to be big on paint by numbers. I did a couple
I
with
think
her.
if you're above 60, it's fine.
I think it's fun. Oh, 2. I'm going to make that green. It's got to be green.
Are you a rule breaker or are you a rule follower?
No, I follow.
Uh-huh.
I used to think it was cool to sit down with the paint.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything 2 is brown. Got it. There's a 2. I used to enjoy paint by numbers. I don't do it, but when I was a kid, I enjoyed
You know what
it.
I really enjoyed and I still enjoy to this day is, and I don't see them that often. Do you remember the coloring books that had like the pre-inked stuff on it and your parents could give you like just a wet paintbrush?
Q-tip or a Q-tip?
Or a Q-tip
Yeah.
and you could paint
I had those.
and it was like a masterpiece because you really couldn't mess it up.
I did that.
Yeah.
I absolutely did. Jake, come on now. Tell the truth, someone says. They don't believe you don't have an interesting hobby.
I don't. I really don't have any hobbies outside of axe throwing, which is new, but that's not crazy, I don't think.
Nothing you collect or nothing you...
No. I don't
ever collect anything as a
I
kid?
used to collect seashells and I used to collect a little bit of snow globes, but I don't have like a lot.
Snow globes?
Yeah.
My daughter has a snow globe collection.
How many did you get?
I don't even know. Not a lot.
That's so
Probably less than
weird.
10.
Oh,
So like
really?
I don't like collect them, but I did like them.
I like them too. I think they're really pretty. I never really thought that like one of my kids would get into it, but Marin, like when she was younger, she was just like drawn to them. So then we would get like hers were like Disney, like different Disney movies, things like that. But then as she got older, it was like The Office. Like she has an Office snow globe.
Yeah.
Like it can mature with you. She has too many to count. Those darn things can't go out to the shed with the Christmas decorations because they've got water in them.
It's true.
They'll freeze and break.
Someone says Jake's hobby should be to start watching anime. Attack of Titan is a good one to start with. Jim Guy. I could see you watching anime.
I don't think I could ever get into that. I have nothing against it. I just don't think it's for me. Like,
Anime?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some men's liking for anime is odd to me because I don't think it's on the up and up.
What?
You know what I mean?
You don't think anime's on the up and
I
up?
don't think everyone's watching it. I feel like some guys are a little too into anime.
I see. You think it's a form of
I'm just saying.
sort of fantasy?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Morning routine. Bella and Lil heading to school. Good morning, Austin Peeps. Good morning.
Good morning.
Look at this. I collect salt and pepper shakers.
I love that. I love that so much. There are so many cool salt and pepper shakers out there. It's incredible. We have one that looks like an old school TV. Like, and you push a button on the back of the TV and the salt and pepper shakers pop up out of the back of it.
Really?
We have a toaster, and like one piece of toast is the salt, and the other is the pepper.
I get it.
I'm sorry. You know what? Send me a picture of like your most unique salt and pepper. I love that.
So what's your hobby?
But that is kind of an odd hobby, I guess.
What hobbies do you guys have out there that might be a little, I'm not saying crazy, but just a little
Christian's
little
got
different?
Quidditch.
What's Quidditch?
Sport from Harry Potter.
Oh, I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
That's why Quidditch was funny.
In my life. I never watched The Lord of the Rings. I tried and I quit halfway in. I was like, what is this?
No. If anybody soap carves or...
Text, my mom has the whole Charlie Brown Snoopy Christmas collection. It's kind of insane.
It's kind of awesome, though.
People into furries is a weird hobby.
Yeah. I agree.
They have conventions.
I know.
They all travel.
I've seen.
Meet up at hotels and...
Is it true that you still can kind of tell, like, walking around who's into it and who's not? Weren't they, like, wearing, like, those headbands that had, like, the ears and, like...
Talking about, like, for hookups?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know anything about the hookups. I'm sure it's happening. I believe you.
I saw something about it on the TikTok. I didn't pay that much attention to it because I'm like, well, that's not me.
I collect antique Bibles on the text line. I found money, pictures, and old documents in them.
That is so cool.
See that? There are some interesting hobbies people have.
I mean, we were talking like weird hobbies. To me, that's not a weird one. That's like a super interesting, super cool one.
I do like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool. 827 sports coming up. Rich DeRocher after that. But what do you collect, or what's your hobby? What's your odd hobby? Let us know. We'll get back to him.
I wonder if Rich has a hobby.
We'll ask him.
Yeah.
We'll ask him. What if it's tie collecting?
Maybe he carves soap. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. Maybe he's a whittler. Maybe he makes wood masterpieces.
He collects charcuterie boards. We don't know.
He could. Maybe he makes them.
Going out by request. Wow. Beach Boys.
Kokomo. Yes.
Let's all go.
Oh, yeah. I'm back in.
I get that. Has this brought any rage out of you yet, Jake? Or are you still rageless?
Not yet.
Nothing. Nothing
It
bothers
takes quite
this
a
guy.
bit to get him ruffled.
Yeah, I think something would have pissed him off in the last couple weeks.
I know.
God, mighty.
It's not.
All right, Jake. Must be nice to live in your little world of Zen, huh?
I used to meditate all the time, actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. When I was in high school, when I was going through some breakups, I got a guided meditation app. I would do it every morning before my shower.
Like on a yoga mat or like just in bed?
Just on the bathroom floor.
Wait. So, when in high school, at Jackson High School, I hate when you make me stop the music. And you went through.
I love it.
Someone broke up with you.
Yeah.
And your thought was, how do I get through this? And you got a meditation app.
Yep.
And on your bathroom floor, would meditate every morning.
Every morning for like a solid couple months. Yeah.
What would
it taught me things like how to set boundaries, how to like.
I'm glad it worked for you. It was the mental picture of seeing Jake sitting on the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I see like in your bathroom and downward dog and just
No,
like.
I wasn't doing yoga. I was meditating. I had earplugs in. I got earplugs or headphones.
Did you have a salt lamp or anything?
No.
They say that like helps.
What would you do? Would you like sit Indian style and just close your eyes?
Yep.
Why your bathroom? What's wrong with your bedroom?
I could have done in my bedroom. I don't know. I just always did it before my shower. So I got my clothes, put them in the shower, meditated, and took a shower.
Was the shower on while you were meditating?
I don't think so.
To create a steamy,
Did you
warm
say-
environment?
Because it was only 5-minute meditation.
I'm trying to like paint a picture. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say you got out of your clothes then meditated?
No.
Oh, I was like, you were
I got my
nude
clothes
meditating.
I'm so hoping that's
I did.
what you said.
I think I did say that, but I didn't mean that. Like I got my clothes ready, like
And put him in the
clo-
bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
I was still clothed while I was meditating.
So you would sit Indian style on your cold bathroom floor as opposed to your bedroom.
Yeah, did you put a towel down or
There was a
mat?
rug. There's bathroom rugs.
Okay.
And you would what? Like, would there be like music playing?
Yeah, it has soft, music. It was like guided meditation, so like it would tell you to.
I've
like,
done it with the Calm app, like the breathe in,
Yeah.
hold it, now breathe out through the nose.
Yeah, he would just
know what I
talk to you
mean?
about like, certain things, and it was always like every day was a new lesson or whatever.
And usually, like, there's some ocean waves crashing in the background, like some very calming sort of musical or audio stimulation.
Wow, that is.
I tried to use the Calm app. I tried to meditate when I was having my surgery done because they kept me awake for it.
That is.
I wigged out. There was no amount of meditation that could have calmed me down.
And did it help you?
Yeah, it did. It got me through some stuff, and it calmed me down, and I learned some things.
Oh,
Was it like this?
we needed some Enya to back
Sure.
this up. Do you know what this is?
I do not.
It's called Sail Away.
Yeah, I've heard it.
It's actually called Orinoco Flow
Whatever.
by Enya with an E.
Miles wants to know what app do you use.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was blue.
Oh, okay, I remember
It
that.
might have been the Calm app, but I don't know if it was.
I love the Calm app. I listen to that every night when I go to bed. Thunderstorms or crickets. Yep.
So the guy would just talk to you?
Yeah.
Like, you're a good person.
Sometimes,
No,
yeah. And
it's
it would make you
okay
repeat
to
things.
say
Yeah.
no. Yeah, like
Don't beat yourself up.
it's positive affirmations and like reinforcement to try and like mentally help you understand what you're going through is normal and
You're a winner.
you can handle it.
All right.
I'm proud of you for taking such
Thanks.
mature steps in high school. Seriously.
Just threw me off. Just threw me off for a second. I'm fine. I support it. This was like, oh.
Did somebody recommend that or you just did that on yourself?
I don't know. I really don't. I remember watching, like, it was comedy videos, and I don't know. There's a YouTube channel of, like, Charisma on Command, I think it was called. Or, like,
Charisma on Command.
yeah, and it was like, they
That's
taught you how to, like,
fantastic.
I don't know. I don't know how I found it. I really don't remember.
I love that though. Taking his own coping skills into his own hands, and I think that's good. Being
Comes right up
proactive.
in YouTube. Charisma on Command comes right up. The best. Oh, is it a podcast?
I don't know. It was years ago I watched
Maybe
it.
it
It
wasn't
could be
at
now.
that point. Yeah, now it is.
I'm getting a lot of comedy videos when I put that in. I thought it came up, but I'm getting a lot of comedy videos. Find your passion in less than 3 minutes. Oh, how to be funny. How to make them laugh. All right.
Maybe I need to watch this.
How to be the most confident version of yourself.
How to never be boring in a conversation. I get accused of that all the time. Boring storyline.
Hey guys, I found buttons yesterday.
Hey.
Lots of people fall asleep during a meditation. It means they need it. If you don't think you can do it, you really need it. Why don't you still meditate, Jake? Someone wants to know.
I don't know. I just kind of got out of it. I would like to. I want to get back into it. Sure.
True.
That is true.
That is true. All right, there you go. Things you don't know. We've learned a lot in today's show.
We really have.
By the way, could someone look outside? Alien check. More
Period.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
It is 8:35 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out, having a grand old time on your Wednesday.
Did you think I was that stupid?
Almost.
I figured it out, though. I know what you're trying to do. You guys, I came in studio because I was working hard in the other studio, cutting a commercial for a client. And I come in and put my headphones on, and they don't work.
That's weird.
But for some reason, they didn't think that my first place, I don't know whether to be insulted. I don't know
what you're talking about.
You guys thought I wouldn't check to see if it was plugged in. Like, that wouldn't be the first thing I would check.
I don't know. Thank God you did.
Yeah. Thank God.
Must have slipped right out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're so happy to be with you this morning. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week. It's going to be not as warm, but still going to be 60 and sunny today.
Oh, please, yeah. 60 and sunny for this
I'm
time
not
of
going
year.
to complain about that at all.
Although it did drop real fast last night, temperature-wise. I was like, oh, I'll go for a walk with the... Nope.
We'll get back out there to your call. Yeah, your call. Wednesday.
Yes.
I always want to say sometimes back in the day. I have to stop myself.
Because we do that too, but
Yeah, I've even also on occasion almost had old school lunch.
okay.
Because we give you guys requests because that's what live and local radio stations do. As well as bringing you awesome guests. And there's none better
No.
than every Wednesday. I mean every Wednesday when we talk to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, find out what he's up to, find out what the Hall of Fame is up to. We look forward to it every week. And Rich, before we get into anything, we're talking about hobbies this week, or this hour. And like odd, not necessarily weird, but like odd hobbies or different hobbies. And people are texting in. We were saying like for us, what we like as far as hobbies. What's Rich DeRocher's hobbies, or what were his hobbies growing up?
Yeah, outside of football.
Took a while for football to become a hobby. Okay, so do you remember when there was a time maybe 15 years ago ish, maybe 20, when baseball card values really started taking off? I think sports cards in general kind of hit their peak or their bubble. And so I'm going through, because I collected baseball cards as a kid, and of course, you know, if it was a player I didn't like, I'd put the card in the spokes of my bicycle and beat the snot out of it, and then come to find out later that Reggie Jackson rookie baseball card that I put in the spokes of my banana seat bicycle probably could have paid for my kids' college tuition. That wasn't, you know, that's a decision you'd like to have a time machine and go back and change. So I'm going through these baseball cards, seeing if I got anything that maybe it's time to just sell it because everything is at max value right now. And I'm going through these cards, and in my brain, I'm like, I got all these cards from the early 70s and up into like the mid 70s. And then there's like this gap of like 2 years. I don't have anything. I'm like, why don't I have cards from like this 2 year? And then it's like, oh, those were the 2 years I spent every nickel I had buying beer cans.
You collected beer cans?
I did.
Nice. Now that's a good random hobby right there. That's how many did you end up with?
Oh, I don't know. They're still in a box in my attic because I convinced my wife that was going to be how we did for our kids' college education. So,
honey, look, I got 2 streams of income here. I got our sports cards and beer cans. We're gonna live like kings.
One of these days, somebody's going to want the old frothing slosh ale can or something, that I have.
We have an unopened 6 of Schlitz, and it's probably
to you.
Oh, I mean, it's so old.
Don't ever open that.
Yeah, I think like
that's gold.
My husband's grandfather had them or something like that. It was like some, I don't know.
Were these the old kind that you had to have the church key to open and didn't have the pop top? Okay, now that those are legit worth something to collectors. So if you can find somebody who'll still pay for them anymore, that was a hobby that went from 0 to 60 in about 6 months and lasted for about a year, and all these beer now everything's like everybody now who's into like these micro brews and brewing at home. Well, what happened back, 40 years ago, where all these beer companies would just make the same beer, but they would just put it in these novelty cans and just drove up, just saturated, I guess that's maybe a pun, the market with these novelty cans, and people like me, gotta have it. And you bought all these pretty, they're pretty, and they sat on a shelf for a while until you got tired of looking at them, and then they went in a box, and now they're in the attic. So I don't know what I have, 4, 5, 6 pretty big boxes, Christian. There's probably, several hundred, 300 maybe, 400. I don't even know.
Very cool. I was a sports card guy like you. I was absolutely a sports card guy. I was football, basketball, baseball, but it was in the 90s, and those ones, they flooded the market with so many of those now that they're not really worth anything. I'm back into it now, but not like I was as a kid.
I hung out with all boys growing up, so I would buy like a pack of Garbage Pail Kids and then a pack of baseball cards just so that I had something to trade and barter with in the neighborhood.
There you go.
But I remember I had a Jose Canseco rookie card, and I still have it to this day. But to be honest with you, it's only worth like
$20.
I thought that was like my coveted thing.
I thought those cards were going to buy me a house one day, and then they're worth nothing now. I like them. That's nostalgic. Reminds me of my childhood. But
actually, I have a Daryl Strawberry card that's worth more than that.
I used to get pumped when I get a Daryl or a Dwight Gooden or a Don Mattingly. I'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, good to know. That's awesome. The beer can thing is awesome. Pro Football Hall of Fame is awesome too. And listen, you got two guys here at the station, myself and Keller. We're both Notre Dame football fans.
Huge Notre Dame fans.
And I believe that the Pro Football Hall of Fame might have a little something for Notre Dame fans. And there's a lot of us in Northeast Ohio.
Hey, we need to get you over here, Christian, at about 11:30, 11:45 on Friday. We're going to cut the ribbon on a new exhibit. It's called Gold Helmet to Gold Jacket. How about that? I can take absolutely zero credit for that, but I think that's a great name for the exhibit. Golden Dome to Gold Jacket might have worked too. But we're going to celebrate the 14 individuals who attended the University of Notre Dame and who are now enshrined permanently at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And that ties Notre Dame with, ironically, I guess, their football rival. They're rivals on the football field, USC, and they're rivals here. They're battling it out to see who has the honor of having the most. They both have 14 right now. So we're going to, last year we did the Steelers and the Browns, and we said we would feature more teams. Didn't necessarily say they'd have to be pro teams. So what we've decided to do now is shift a little bit and tap the enthusiasm around here about Notre Dame and the university and the football program. So coming off a national runner-up finish, and we do have some Dave Casper will be here Friday to help cut the ribbon on that, and we're trying to work out if people know who some of the other famous Notre Dame alumni are who might make their way back to Canton. We're working hard to see what we can do to get a couple of those big names here.
I was going to say, you got some really big names out there to reach out to, some really big ones.
Yeah.
When you think about the history, and it goes back from now all the way. You go back to the 60s, 70s. I mean, it's amazing. Like you said, 14. And I didn't know that. USC also tied up with USC for 14. Interesting.
Well, what's really interesting to us as historians is that the Notre Dame lineage goes all the way back to the pre-NFL, professional football, but pre-NFL. So there are people in the Hall of Fame. You can run a thread from Bryant Young, who's the most recent Notre Dame graduate in the Hall of Fame from the class of 2022, all the way back to the 1910s and 1920s. So certainly no university can make that claim. And so that just for us as being, like I said, being historians, to be able to tell those stories, share those stories, and hopefully, provide some young fans something new to look at the Hall, and even some of the older fans who may really remember the glory days of Notre Dame football when, back in the days of the Four Horsemen and one of whom was from Massillon, Ohio. So just a lot of fun stories that we can tell.
Very cool. Everyone's got to check that out. Also, I see you told us a couple of the class of 2025 to move it back to now. We're in Canton.
We had Antonio Gates and Jared Allen here. They arrived late Monday afternoon. And then all day yesterday, they had their first site visit here. So they got to see the stage at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, walk out on the stage, see where they will deliver their enshrinement speeches. They did some party planning. They got a chance to just see the museum and see where their bust will reside and where their artifacts will live in the main lobby when they come back in May and unveil those cases. We talked with them about the kinds of artifacts we hope that they would donate to the hall or lend to the hall to help tell their story for the next year.
Yeah,
awesome.
I can't wait. Antonio Gates, not to go too far into that, but I mean, what an awesome career, but what an incredible story when you think about Kent and Kent basketball.
Right.
To the Pro Football Hall of Fame, not a Notre Dame or Ohio State, not even the right sport at the time, but what a story and what an athlete and what a career he had. And when you think about the backstory of Antonio Gates, which a lot of Northeast Ohio people know, obviously.
Right.
It's incredible.
And he subsequently has opened the doors for some other people similar. He opened the eyes of scouts as to what could be possible. And, he was one of the first people like that any team took a chance on, so raw in football, but so athletically gifted just overall. The build, the intelligence, the work ethic, the hands, that somebody intelligent at the Chargers said, listen, this could work. Let's give this a try. And because it did work, there have been others who have followed, who have gotten a chance just by being superior athletes, but and sometimes they're already in football and it's a position change, but to really, like you said, Christian, just to go from somebody whose dream in life was to play in the NBA, athletically his dream, play in the NBA. But as he told our staff yesterday, he says, I was a tweener, and some sports fans know what that phrase means now. Somebody who's caught in between, being the ideal size or having the ideal athletic skills to do something. But if it's reimagined, it fits perfectly. And he talked about how basketball, having to play against so many people who were so much bigger than him, actually helped him out later in football, because the skills that he had to adapt to, battle with them. He takes those same skills against defensive backs who are now, instead of playing against somebody 4 inches taller, he's going against somebody who's 4 inches shorter and maybe 40 pounds lighter. And he's like, now all of a sudden I'm the big guy. And he understood how to use that to his advantage, because he had been having to use it. Something that was to his disadvantage now became his advantage. And so, he blossomed, and it's a great story.
Yeah. I like hearing about all of that. The other stories that I also like to hear about, though, is something that was announced this week, the Awards of Excellence. And I love this. I said it last year. I like this because it really recognizes some of the heavy hitters working in the NFL that aren't necessarily directly on the field.
Right.
And I love that, because I think a lot goes into what we see on Sunday or on Thursday night, or whatever the case may be, and just even kind of behind the scenes to get ready for those games. And this year, there were some equipment managers that are receiving this Award of Excellence, and I think that's so awesome. I'm so happy for them.
We love this program, and we certainly love Enshrinement Week, and that's kind of what the Hall of Fame is all about, is the now 382 enshrinees. But a handful of years ago, collaborative effort with some people kind of here and outside the hall who said, what can we do? There are people who have devoted 30, 40, 50 years of their lives to one organization. And just like out in the business world, what can you do for that employee who's been loyal to you for 40 or 50 years? That's what we decided we needed to do here. And we identified a handful of job categories where this would make some sense. And one of them is the equipment manager. And they do they do everything from the inglorious task of cleaning up the locker room and throwing all the towels, socks, and jock straps into the laundry and keeping them clean and sanitized to, if somebody's got if your quarterback's got a rib injury, how do you design a flak jacket that can protect the quarterback's ribs while still allowing them to throw a football accurately? So, maybe tweaking a helmet, or, we've had equipment managers who have, I wouldn't say invented the visor, but understood how to, it's really literally how it started. As somebody who had an eye injury, they said, well, what if we put a visor on this helmet, and they customized the helmet to, protect this player's eyes. And, now you see a lot of guys who wear the visors to keep hands out of their face. That's all the equipment manager. And they move all that gear. They load all that gear onto the trucks or planes or whatever to get it from the home stadium to if they're playing an away game, and then bring it all back and clean it, wash it, and get it ready day after day after day. We're honoring 3 individuals this year. One of them was with the Vikings for nearly a half century, and the 2 others were the first equipment managers in their team's history. One for the Bengals, who worked for the Bengals from the time they started with Paul Brown in 1968 through into the 90s. And the other one started with the Patriots in 1960 before they were any good, and worked for over 30 years there from 1960 into the 1990s. So this is a great privilege for us, and the teams really get excited about it too, because we are recognizing people who have been part of their family, in many cases outliving numerous owners, numerous coaches, numerous quarterbacks and players, and they're the ones that year after year are the constants.
Yeah, no, I love it so much. Well, we congratulate them and, give them a nod, because we know that their contribution has been significant. I mean, they've worked a lot of time invested in their teams. So we congratulate them, and we thank you for coming on with us today, as always.
Always a pleasure. And you'll have to show up those beer cans one day on the show. Bring a couple of them, put them on the camera with us.
I'll go up into the crawl space and open the box and pull. God, there's probably a critter living in the bottom of this box or something. Who knows? But I'll pull something out one of these days.
There you go.
Yes, I would like that.
Rich, always a pleasure. Love chatting with you. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Rich.
Rich DeRocher, Pro Football Hall of Fame, joins us every Wednesday.
And don't forget, Hall of Fame Village, Concert for Legends, Nickelback. You can get your tickets. They're on sale now at profootballhof.com.
It's Savers Stark Restaurant Month.
Rage Room, these effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
There's moms that want to get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kids started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, oh, mommy's going to start going, oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home. Like, he was making fun of me because I do.
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's an honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to start finding a hobby or something, because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe do couples ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get a sports thing for him. Get a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic.
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
All right, well, Jake, speaking of, you said you actually had rage this morning.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I got scammed again.
Scammed?
Yeah.
Did you go buy an inflatable or something and totally?
No, not that big. I was talking to you earlier when Christian was on his vacation that I used to have as a child this 8-foot tall inflatable Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
And we a couple years ago got rid of it. I don't know. We must have gotten a hole in it. I don't really remember what happened to it. But this year I was like, I want to get that snowman again. Like it was one of my favorite parts as Christmas as a child.
Yeah.
And so I did research on it. It's a 2002 Frosty the Snowman. They don't really sell it anymore, so you have to find somebody that will sell it to you. And I looked forever and I couldn't find it. And then I joined this Facebook group, buy or sell trade holiday inflatables and animatronics. And one day during the show, it was just came up on my feed, and I was like, "That's the exact snowman." It was like $60 or whatever. And I messaged him and I said, "I live in Ohio. I'll pay for shipping. I want it." And he was like, "Okay, what's your zip code?" I told him, and he's like, "It'll be $15 for shipping." I'm like, "Great." I gave him the money, and I still don't have it.
Have you reached out to him?
I have.
How long has it been?
A couple days before Christmas.
Did you report him at least?
No. I did reach out to him, and he didn't. No reply.
When did you reach out to him?
A couple weeks ago.
You want me to reach out to him for you?
Sure.
We'll deal with this.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it wasn't a whole lot of money, but still.
No, I hate people like that. I hate that people do that to people. I really do. Like, I don't understand, like, what kind of human does that. Like, what kind of trash bag human, like, does that to people?
Yep.
And, like, sees nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Sees nothing wrong with it. Like, you got your money.
Yeah. No, they for sure don't. They think it's no big deal.
And now won't even respond to any of your. That sucks.
Yeah. Sorry to hear
Did
that.
you try
buddy.
eBay?
No. Well, I bought it off of Facebook. So it was Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I said you looked other places. Did you look eBay?
I did look eBay, and it was pretty expensive. So maybe I should.
Oh yeah, you should try typing in GI Joe aircraft carrier on eBay and see what happens.
Yeah,
it's real bad. You're never getting that thing.
You'll
buddy.
cry. You'll absolutely cry. Let's go to the. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
I've got some news for you.
WDJQ Canton, Massillon, New Philly. Broadcasting live and worldwide at Q92Radio.com with a Jordan Miller news update.
A 6-hour standoff in Strasburg ended peacefully Monday night after a man had barricaded himself inside an apartment with his 3-year-old daughter. Tuscarawas County deputies arrived at the home to serve a protection order, but they were met with threats. At one point, the suspect was seen holding a gun to the child's head on a FaceTime call. A certified hostage negotiator worked to de-escalate the situation, and after hours of negotiations, the man surrendered. The child was safely secured, and thankfully, no injuries were reported. The suspect is in custody as prosecutors consider charges. A 16-year-old boy is facing a felonious assault charge after a fight inside a restroom at Massillon High School left another student injured. Police say the incident happened Monday morning and involved a knife, causing a wrist injury to the victim. The suspect was arrested and taken to a juvenile detention center. In court on Tuesday, he denied the charge and was released to his mother. He's under court supervision and must avoid contact with the victim. His next hearing is set for April 14th. Massillon school officials say student safety remains a top priority. The U.S. Education Department is cutting nearly half of its workforce, with about 1,300 employees set to receive termination notices. Education Secretary Linda McMahon says the layoffs are part of a push for efficiency and accountability. Impacted workers will go on paid leave starting on March 21st. All regional offices, including the one in Cleveland, will close. The department hasn't confirmed whether this is part of a broader plan to completely phase out the agency. With your latest Q92 news, I'm Jordan Miller.
Yeah, no, those were good times. Grunge.
Yeah.
That's when the whole grunge rock.
Gavin
thing was big.
Rossdale, forget about it.
Women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, this one did.
Ex-husband of Gwen Stefani.
Yep.
They had 2 children together.
Pretty children, too.
I've never seen the children to rate their looks, but I'm sure they're fine.
Well, I mean, when you take 2 good-looking people like that.
It's true. No,
Yeah.
I admit, the women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Although, have you ever noticed that sometimes, like, this is going to sound really mean, but, like, maybe not so attractive parents make, like, a stunner?
Yeah.
And then vice versa? Like,
yeah, if they're 2 pretty people, I don't think their children turn out that great.
The 2 uglies.
Sometimes
the 2
they do.
uglies can cancel out and make a pretty.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes 2 pretties can make a quite ugly.
Yeah, but then, like, it goes the other way, too. Like, 2 pretties sometimes don't make such a cute...
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
2 pretties make an ugly.
There's a lot of pretties and uglies flying around right here. No, I wouldn't use the word ugly. Maybe just not so attractive.
Sure.
No one's ugly.
Sure. Well,
you can have an
that's
ugly
subjective.
personality.
Yeah, I think you can have an ugly face. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, I think it's cute you're trying to be all political correct. That's
I'm
cute.
trying to be sweet and nice.
No, there's no ugly humans out there at all. No one's ugly. Right.
I mean, it's few and far between that I actually look at somebody who was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I don't walk around like that.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure people listen. Chances are someone's looked at all of us in our lives like that's an ugly person.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself. Everyone.
No, none of us are all that glamorous. Are you kidding me? Have you guys ever heard the term "face for radio"? I mean,
Yeah.
if I were here.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. We can't all be
The
sexy
evening,
Rexy.
right? The evening news didn't want us.
No. Oddly enough, television said, "Could you leave?" All right. Your head is blocking all the lights and reflecting it and blinding everybody.
You would need a significant amount of powder on that.
Yeah. Maybe some bronzer. Grande, we can't be friends right here on today's Music Q92. Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. 330-450-9292 is the phone number, the text line. 330-269-9292. Thank you to Rich DeRocher last hour for joining us like he does every Wednesday. Very cool chatting it up with him. Good job on the Your Call Wednesday request as well. A quick text message. JJ from Early Learning says, "Good morning, Q92, and to all my friends at school, have a great day." Good morning, JJ.
Good morning, JJ.
Glad you're with us. 9 o'clock hour of the Q92 Morning Show. What's going to be another nice sunny day? I know, not as warm, but 60 still pretty good.
Okay, listen, but we can hold on for 1 second. You can hold up your horses. It's going to be 76 on Friday.
Let's go. Let's absolutely go. It's Teddy Swims right now. It's Bad Dreams. It's Q92. You love it. Text message random. Christian, anyway, we can call Keller and ask if he's seen Bigfoot out there camping. I don't think he's there yet.
Well, and he's not camping. I mean, he's in the woods, yes, but they're in a great big old cabin, like huge.
They're doing it big. They're going to be drinking, grilling.
Yeah.
tickling, all kinds of funny stuff.
Christian, they're not going to be tickling each other.
We don't know they're not.
That's weird.
Tickling is
it's not on the table.
No, we don't know that it's
Maybe he and his wife.
I can see him tickling his friends.
Yeah, I can see him tickling.
Well, it's Keller, so that, yeah.
I can see who's got you? Ooh, you know what I mean? Up behind you.
So he would do that, actually.
Yes, I'm telling you, he's a tickler.
He is.
He's a tickler.
I've seen him do it now that you say that.
I'm not a big tickler. I'm not big into tickling people or being tickled.
Oh, my gosh.
I find tickling very odd.
Yeah.
And it's just strange how it goes from funny to uncomfortable so quick. It's just such a quick flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Ever see Dane Cook's?
Yeah.
Dane Cook's clip on that?
It does get aggressive fast.
I know people get annoyed by Dane Cook, and but he had that bit about tickling. It was very funny. And he was 100% right. What do you say? He goes, starts out fun, ends horrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Now that I think, anytime I was tickled, like, it was like, they're all right.
Yeah. It's true.
I don't know. Jake, you like being tickled?
No, I do not.
Can't say I blame you. Can't say I blame you. Lauren, tickled?
I don't love it. I don't know the last time I was tickled, though, so. My husband would never tickle me because he hates it. Not like my husband. Like my husband,
ticklish.
I can literally like touch his kneecap and he'll.
Yeah, I call that sugar in your knees. Do you have sugar in your knees? And you tickle their knee.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
Well, there is if you're in prison. And then, but like I do. My back can be ticklish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that sensitive.
Yeah, my back can be very ticklish. Jake, are you ticklish?
I'm very ticklish. Yeah.
You're very ticklish.
Yep.
Lauren, tickle Jake.
No.
I'll wait.
I am not going to tickle Jake.
I'll wait.
Turn the music up. Not gonna.
All right. What about the AM? You think Sexy Rexy's ticklish or a tickler?
I think he'd punch you if you tried to tickle him. That's my take.
Punch you?
Yeah.
No.
I think he'd be like, don't tickle me.
He's definitely a tickler.
He's a tickler.
No.
Yeah.
He's a tickler.
No. I don't think he is.
Clint is not a tickler.
Definitely not.
And I don't think he's ticklish. He would just look at you like, what are you doing?
That, or he would have like a...
Or you have to pull a microphone out of your ass because
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How did he do that? Is that tickle? No, but kinda.
As it like echoes through the mic.
Oh, stop it! Keep going. I mean, stop it. Anyway, tickling. Nothing but sunshine. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, this is car show weather.
Why is Jake laughing at me?
I'm not.
played the clip from the podcast asking you guys, when you wipe after you go number 2, do you sit or stand? Lauren, she's a stander. Jake and I are sitters. Jake has very passionate opinions about this topic. So I asked you guys, what do? Do you sit or stand to wipe? I do think it's a little weird to stand as an adult and wipe. A little weird. I'm a girl. I sit. Gotta have the cheeks open, she says. How the hell do you wipe sitting? To me, it's very easy to wipe sitting.
I think it's like cumbersome. Like for a lady, I mean, I get sitting like after a potty, like that I've done. Like I do that.
Yeah, every girl. Yeah, you do the front wipe, and then drop it in the toilet. You go.
You're right.
Right.
But I do that sitting.
Right.
Like to be clear.
But for poo, you stand.
Yeah.
The angle alone, I don't understand.
What do you think? Like your butt cheeks are a vice and they just automatically close up and there's no entry when you stand?
I don't believe you can get in far enough to get a good clean or wipe.
Again, what do you think? Your butt cheeks are a vice?
Yours maybe.
You need to try it today.
Female, sit and wipe or squat further down in front of the toilet and wipe for heavy duty poo. Jake, damn, that was a good zinger you had.
Oh, about my lip, not knowing where my...
Yeah. I recently switched to a bidet. I'm surprised, Lauren, you have bidet money. I'm surprised you don't have a bidet.
Not.
Woman, I sit. Go around back.
Yeah, I get that. Like, that's almost like what you would have to do. As a woman, you are told, like, from a very young age that you cannot...
Walt Russell, Lil Boo thing right here on today's Hit Music Q92. It is 9:23 out there, and how are you guys doing this morning? I got to tell you, I need to download a new app because I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday. It was on my news feed, and really, really helped me out. Because I gotta tell you, everyone knows what a Long John Silver's fan I am.
Yes, and so much so, I would really like to know how they served you this concept. Is it because you've been in their location so much, or is it because you've talked about it so much? I don't know.
Well, no, I think anyone can join.
Well, I know, but how did you learn about it?
Oh, it was in my news feed.
My point, exactly.
Because they know. I mean, I tag them when I post about them.
Okay.
I tag Long John Silver.
That's absolutely why.
Again, you're not going to get more fresh seafood than Long John Silver's, first of all.
Doubt it.
You know what I mean? You're not going to get more authentic seafood. You're not going to get more fresh seafood than Long John Silver's fish planks. Also, their chicken is phenomenal.
You need to come up here. There's 2 great places you can go for fish up here.
I'm not knocking any other place for fish, but I doubt you're as authentically fish as Long John Silver's.
Really?
Well, what they've done is they've literally, because it's kind of become an online meme, like you see that meme of Long John Silver's, is like there's a secret group of people that keeps this place alive, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I shared that meme, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Well, now Long John Silver's, because they're awesome, their PR department is cool and hip, they're launching a secret society on their app where you can download their app, become part of the Long John Silver's secret society, and then it's just like anything else. You earn coins to get you free food. Everyone else just like points. You got points. I'm at Starbucks with my points. I'm at McDonald's points. No.
What's the difference?
No. They're coins.
But you don't visit. They don't send you coins, Christian.
What's a Bitcoin? Show me a Bitcoin. But it's real, isn't it?
You're making such a big deal about the term coins. It's
because
not like
they give you coins instead of points. Any Yahoo can give you points. Ooh, I got points. Great, fun.
So if someone said you could get tokens, how would you feel about tokens?
Great, you changed the game again.
Okay.
But Long John Silver's is changing the game with a secret society where you get coins. And with these coins, as you collect them, you can get food. As a matter of fact, only 60 coins get you hush puppies. Only 60.
What do you get, a coin per dollar spent? You have to spend $60 to get...
Please don't do that. This is a very serious topic we're talking about right now. This is Long John Silver's, and I will not have you besmirching.
I'm sorry, but no one has a better app than McDonald's.
Look at this pop-up. Cast off with Long John Silver's Lent Challenge. Mission. Does anyone else give you missions? Does Five Guys give you missions? No. Place 4 online orders, excluding delivery orders, between March 5th and 18th, and enjoy secret surprises and special discounts. And they spelled secret S-E-A. Anyway, you can earn coins, redeem free food, and score exclusive deals.
I feel like this is going to have the effect on you like Christmas Story when he was waiting on his decoder ring and then he decoded it and it says
to drink your
drink more Ovaltine. I feel like that's going to happen. You're going to become a member of this secret society. You're going to earn those coins.
There you go.
I almost said points.
Coins.
You're going to earn
everybody.
those coins, and it's just not going to pan out to be what you thought it was going to be.
Well, that sounds like someone who's not in the secret society.
She's not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
Good morning, everybody. From Parts Delivery Guy here, heading on my way to work. Wanted to say, hope everybody has a great day. Love you all. Hey, Delivery Parts Guy. Appreciate the text. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate it. Text, I love Long John Silver's. I live in Boardman, and I hate that we don't have one anymore. You know who does? Austintown.
And they're not that
There's
far
one in
apart,
Canton, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have Long John Silver's attached to our Taco Bells.
Well, what are you doing?
I want to know, has anybody ordered a taco and then some hush puppies?
Sure you can.
Like, have we crossed over to, like, they should put a hybrid meal on their menu. Because sometimes I want some French fries with my quesadilla.
Well, if you get enough coins.
True. Touché.
Maybe you can. Just saying, changing the game. Making the rewards program more fun.
It would be more fun if you had to have, like, a password that you had to, like, you had to do something.
Well,
you
I
had to
haven't
go to
joined
like
yet.
the side door up by the counter and like they would slide something back and you would be like barnacles.
Seashells. Oh.
And that's how you got your coins.
I'll be right back. Octopus. Don't let Lauren rain on your parade, Christians. Long John is awesome.
I like Long John's, but he's making outrageous claims here about this being the freshest.
The most fresh fish you can get and the most authentic seafood you can get.
See, this is where my problem lies.
It's authentic.
I'm not raining. I'm being realistic.
Prove me wrong.
Okay, go to dinner with me to Edie's in North Canton or Tim's Tavern.
I'm sure Tim's and Edie's have tremendous fish.
And I think you'll find.
Not the most authentic.
Okay.
It's SZA, BMF, Secret Society. See you guys at the meeting. It's Q92. They want to work at the zoo.
Why?
I don't know. It always seemed like that whenever you'd ask, well, what are you doing? They would always be like, I'm going to be a dental assistant. That was, I felt like, the number one thing if you talk to a erotic dancer that they wanted to do.
Okay, can we talk about the amount of times that you have frequented the
Listen, I would do whatever
gentleman's club and have had life conversations with your stripper?
More than once.
Okay.
Don't forget, I was the guy trying to avoid spending money.
Oh, you were like the friend.
I would tell. It was so easy to sit and enjoy an evening in a strip club. And I've said this before. If you've listened over the years, you know this. I've said this before. All you have to do, the first one that comes up to you, when she's like, "Oh, how's your day going tonight?" You're like, "Oh, yeah, it's going. I'm broke." As soon as you say that, you can drink all night and no one bothers you. That spreads
perfect.
like herpes. She goes to the rest of the girls.
Don't
He's
go.
broke. He's broke. Don't waste your time, girls. And now you can have a Bud Light and just sit and enjoy some Motley Crue. I'm telling you.
It's good to know.
It works.
For my next trip to the
Never
strip
make
club.
eye contact. That's the same as when you're walking by the kiosk at the mall with the lotion
Oh my
people.
gosh.
Don't do that. And then also when you hear the strip club, we've done this before. I realize it. It's a rerun. When you hear the DJ say, "All dancers backstage, all dancers backstage," go outside, pretend you're smoking, go to the bathroom, hang out for 10 minutes. They're coming around for that 2-for-1 special. And they come right up to you, whether you want them to or not. So
Why wouldn't you want them
That's
to?
when you go to the
If
bathroom.
you went to
if you
the
don't want to
strip
spend
club,
money,
okay.
maybe you went with your buddies because all your buddies wanted to go and you weren't feeling it that night.
So isn't it still like telling, people out standing outside of doors collecting money and stuff? No.
They
Isn't
don't
it the same thing?
They don't normally come outside. It's not like they come up and down the
I'm
street.
saying when you pass somebody and they're like, "Would you like to make a donation?" You're like, "No," and it's so easy for you to do. It's harder for you to tell a stripper no that you don't want the 2-for-1.
It is.
Oh, come on.
It's
Christian.
always tougher when Def Leppard's playing in the background. a survey or a interview with a Dr. Shazadi Harper, an expert in menopause and hormonal changes affecting libido.
Yeah.
It's been revealed the best time of day to express your love physically.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Do you think morning, afternoon, or night?
Night.
Jake?
Morning.
Jake, the sexpert, is right. It is the morning, apparently.
You got kids. That ain't happening.
Well, it says testosterone levels are high for both men and for women. They're at their highest. Testosterone is the hormone which is predominantly the male hormone that men have, and women have it as well. It is for energy and for alertness, and it causes that sexy feeling. She would say, I would say the morning is a very good time. Testosterone is a hormone produced by the body, and although women produce it, men have far higher levels. So, the best time of the day is right in the morning before you guys start your day. Now, I don't know, do you brush your teeth first?
No. No, actually, yeah.
If you had to guess, and I want you to summarize. Expressing your love physically over the years.
Yeah.
What time of day would you say the average is?
3 a.m.
No, I mean like night, afternoon.
Night.
Yeah. 3 a.m. You have to set an alarm for that? Hope you both wake up, because I would.
No.
Do you stay up and wait for 3 a.m. or do you
No.
go to sleep and set, like I said, you set an alarm?
Just an internal clock that wakes you up.
You don't. Your body doesn't wake you up for that.
I mean, not every night. No.
I must be horny. Jake?
Thank God my daughter's off today.
If you had to summarize, would most of your expressed physical love have taken place at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning?
At night.
That's not to say it doesn't happen at night.
I know. I'm just saying, trying to get a gist of. I'm thinking about myself. I guess if I gotta.
You've never woken up and done the whole like.
I have.
Okay.
I have, like, daily. And she's like, no. But I guess it'll probably be night too. So apparently, we as humans are not doing this correctly. Not the best time.
I feel like morning's really hard because people get up and go to work in the morning. If it's a weekend, and you have kids, littles get up really early.
They do. And again, this is taking nothing as far as things that could, it's just telling you when the best time is for you. It is in the morning. Today's hit music, Q92. I have signed up. I am now a secret society member. Someone said, I hear Long John's by Casino will be its own freestanding building across the street. The current Taco Bell Long John's is closed for remodeling right now. Whoa. You talking about in Austintown? That better not. I just went there last Friday. I literally got fish from there last Friday.
Well, I mean, things change.
Will be its own freestanding building across the street.
Oh man, your secret society
I don't
plans
know.
are going to be blown out of the water.
Text this if you're talking. I need to know if you're talking about the one in Austintown and you're talking about by Hollywood Casino, like that. Don't do this. Don't do this right now. This is Lent.
He has plans, you guys.
This is every Friday. That's where I'm going to be planning on going and getting my delicious, authentic, fresh fish. And don't tell me that something is going to change that. So why would they have their own freestanding building across the street? What does that
Well, there
mean?
used to be you can walk into a Long John Silver's versus walking into a hybrid Taco Bell Long John Silver's.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, did they buy an empty building and convert it to a Long John Silver's just temporarily?
No,
because they're remodeling, so they're going to go back in there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little confused at that.
I don't know. Someone's going to have to give us some more insight that's out that way, but.
Someone said seems like a dumb time to start construction, if you ask me.
Oh, well, during Lent, yeah, because fish is kind of their business.
Yeah, it's like their business is like their time to shine.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's close the remodel.
It's go time, guys. Lent. We got 40 days of sales.
Nobody at Long John's like, I have a comment.
Right.
It's Lent.
Do you remember Arthur Treacher's?
Yeah. I don't remember going there a lot, but there was one growing up in Niles. It's closed, obviously, and gone, but I do remember Arthur Treacher's.
Yeah, there was one on Cleveland Avenue in North Canton. Well, it was between North Canton and Canton.
I mean, they were, it's tough to compete with Long John Silver's.
It is.
So they tried, but it's not easy. It's not easy. There's a Long John's on Belmont in Liberty. I did look that up. I looked at all the North Canton has one. Makes sense.
Yeah.
North Canton's a great area.
It's fantastic.
Well, it's better now. Thank you, Long John's. So who else joined the secret society
We've
today?
had a Long John's for so many years.
And that's why you're thriving.
Yes, it's that boom. The Long John Silver
That's
effect.
why we're thriving. It's the weekend. Die for you. It's 9:40. It's Q92. If heaven's really just space, and we all go to you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really thought about
we are
that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us?
What do you think this
from
is
the clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
There's no one can come back to give us the answers. Yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really?
I do doubt the
begin
buffet
to exist on this earth.
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved, though, like an evolution?
I don't know.
Because, again, life has to come from life.
I don't know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great question. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
My God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from other universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
This looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like, literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones, peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Sunday anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high. Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that. For 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us. Is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up, and he's like, we said we're not interested. So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
You got the vinyl?
Yeah. The same woman approaches us, and I said, we already spoke last Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I said, oh, yeah, you were. For sure. I remember. And she's like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested.
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store? Because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not an introvert. Okay, so have you guys been to the store? Did you find the article?
Big Brother's watching.
See?
Documentary is in the works. Claims Dayton is home of one of the largest covens of vampires. What in the blue hell? I don't recall vampires.
I mean, what is
in
it
Ohio.
like? After the club, you're walking down an alley and they're like, "Mwah."
Dayton News. Is Dayton home of the largest coven of vampires?
Well, is it true, or are people just saying it's true?
I suppose this is the third straight article. I guess Netflix is doing a doc right now.
Really?
About it. There's one in the works right now. Ohio? Ohio. You could sell me on maybe like, Boston, Massachusetts, where all the witches were and things like that. Because you already got a little spooky thing settled down there. Ohio? Dayton? Vampires?
Vampires of the Gem City. That's what they're shooting right now.
That is insane to me. Dude, wow. Now, are we talking like real? We're talking like people that pretend to be vampires?
It says for the last 30 years, Dayton, Ohio has been home to the largest coven of vampires outside of the New Orleans area.
What?
When a man goes missing in a goth nightclub, they use as their headquarters. The case goes cold until a police officer comes forward in 2008 with a story. They were investigating the disappearance of a 26-year-old George Philip Gall, best known by Phil or Philip, who went missing in October 94 in Dayton. Police officer told the Dayton Daily News that he believed Gall was involved in a ritual cult. Uh-oh. He also claimed the bar Gall was last seen in near Asylum, which was on South Main Street, was a secret meeting place for vampires. The state declared him dead in 2002. But they never found him.
This is insane. This is insane.
The story was that Gall was supposed to have been involved in an ritual in the upper floors of the bar and then was beheaded. That head was then sold as a relic for the people that were involved. It's gross.
So maybe we have vampires in Dayton. And Netflix is working on a documentary. There's apparently a vampire bar. And apparently on the third floor of the vampire bar that everyone knows about, they kill people.
There's some weird things. Weird things that go down upstairs.
Guy disappeared, never saw him again. They declared him dead.
Yeah, and
never found a body.
What it doesn't say is how the police officer found out about this. Was he a part of the cult?
I don't know. Mars. Rose, it's APT right here on today's hit music. Q92. It is 9:50, 10 minutes away from the 10 o'clock hour. And again, going to be another nice day, 60, sunshine out there. I've really enjoyed the vitamin D. I needed it.
I think
feels good.
It does something for your mood, like instantly.
Even I love the sunlight coming into the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's so great. We need it. I love it. After just those months of just gray skies and cold and just the dead tree. You know what I mean? Like you look around, everything's gray, the dead trees, even the grass is gray still, but like.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night at dinner. I told my daughter, like, I'm ready now to drive and actually see some green on the trees.
Yeah.
Like they can start blooming anytime. I think this is going to be ideal weather. I think we're going to see some of that foliage a little bit earlier than normal. I mean, you and I both looked. There's like one day it dips down into the 30s.
I just saw an article about that from a weatherman saying we're actually right now a little behind, but this week is going to help us catch up a little bit.
And we're getting closer to hummingbird season.
They'll be here before you know it.
They will be.
They will be here before you know it. So hopefully you guys I've been getting out, taking the dogs for walks, getting out in your yard. It's almost pick up stick season.
Yeah.
So, getting ready you're starting to think about things like what you're going to do landscaping wise. That's why you're looking for something to do this weekend.
When you're going to get the mulch delivered.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
At Home and Garden Show.
This weekend.
We've been giving away tickets to here.
That's right.
We'll be talking with our friends at Visit Stark. Visit Can are going to be here in studio with us tomorrow to talk about that.
Yeah, they're going to be here in the 9 o'clock hour to talk about two things that are awesome going on right now. And one is it's Restaurant Month. So we're going to talk a little bit about Safer Stark and how you can download your pass and go get some great deals from some amazing restaurants that are participating here in Stark County. And this weekend, it's the big Home and Garden Show over at the Hall of Fame Village on the campus. Visit Canton's going to talk to us a little bit about that, what you can expect, and that you should make plans to go.
Jamie and I are going.
Yeah, I think you should.
So this is a fun fact. My first ever Home and Garden Show.
Really?
Yeah. Do I come off as someone that?
No, but my parents used to haul me to them all the time when I was younger. We used to have to go up to the Civic Center in Cleveland.
I kind of want to see, get some ideas.
Or no, I'm sorry, the IX Center in Cleveland.
That's where they had it all. The IX Indoor Amusement Park.
Never got to go to that, but I always had to go to the Home and Garden Show.
I never did either. I went to a train show there once.
Part of me, it's fine with it because I don't know if I trust a coaster that's, I don't know, built inside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get that. But it had a run.
That
thing had a huge run.
And I used to get a little bit jealous every time I'd hear the jingle on TV.
Well, and it just looked so, there was always packed.
Yeah.
It just looked like fun. An indoor. I mean, literally, it was an indoor amusement park.
Yeah.
We lost everything else but Cedar Point.
I know. Now we just lost the JC Fair.
Y'all don't even know what it was like to go up to Aurora and go to Jaga Lake and SeaWorld. Because it was great.
It was fun. And that was only like an hour drive.
Oh, it was an easy drive.
Yeah.
Easy. And some people would do like they'd get a hotel and go to one day, one the next. We did like separate times. We'd go up once early summer to one and once like mid to late summer to the other.
I went to a lot of company picnics there.
That's what we would do.
Yeah.
We would do that too. We would always pack food. And I would be annoyed because I could smell the great food at Jaga Lake. But
and you were never allowed to
We had to go
any.
back to the picnic and eat cold ass chicken.
Yeah.
My mom had pre-bought.
Yeah.
Which was tasty to an extent, but
it wasn't as good probably.
You're walking around, man, you're smelling burgers, you're smelling elephant ears, you're smelling all this great food, and just like, go back and get some Ritz crackers. I'm like, oh. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I do, because it was the same way for us until like we had like a life shift as a family. Like my mom didn't work. My dad worked and got laid off. And like, then he got this amazing job at Timken Company and they built a house, and it was like, we were moving on up in the world. We got 2 cars instead of just one. But it was the same way for us until that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, watch what you eat. These groceries have to last.
Yeah.
Like,
we're taking this with us to Jaga Lake.
Correct.
We're going to find a perfect little picnic table.
We're going to West Virginia again for vacation this summer.
I've been to the IX Indoor Amusement Park. It no longer exists. I did not know that. Someone just texted.
Yeah.
The first roller coaster I was ever on was the double loop at Six Flags, Jaga Lake.
Yeah,
Jaga Lake
they're
first.
younger than we are. That's why
They sure are younger than us, and that proves it.
It's okay.
Right there. And I loved the double loop. That was one of my favorite roller coasters.
I like the Gemini.
Well, now we're going to Cedar Point. But yes, the Gemini was fun.
Yes.
You like racing?
Mm-hmm. Raging Wolf Bobs, though.
Oh, I loved it. Beat the hell out of you.
Oh, it did.
You get off that and be like, that was awesome. Oh my God, my
You
shoulder.
would be sore the next day.
You're like, I think I broke my arm, but that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fast.
Yeah, I didn't like the Demon Drop at Cedar Point at all.
Never rode it. Was
No.
afraid of it.
Hated it.
Was afraid of it.
Not a fan.
All right. Good talk at the end of the show here today. That's going to do it. We're done.
Yep.
Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for having us on this morning. Thank you to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Thank you guys for your requests on a Your Call Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Like she said, Visit Canton going to be in studio with us in 9 o'clock hour. 8:30 tomorrow. Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News joins us every Thursday.
We're just going to be zipping along.
It'll be a lot of fun tomorrow morning. We'll check it out. Nicolina is in here next. Keller after that. Ryan at night, because we are your live and local radio station. We are also your locally owned radio station. We're proud of both of those things. Jake, what do you got for the good people?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. It's Benson Boone, his new one. Sorry, I'm here for someone else on Q92.